Okay, so I told you guys that I would show you how you could train Freddie to like a basket muzzle. A basket muzzle, I don't have one, but it's similar in shape to this, and the dog's noses go right into it. And so if you have something like this that will fit on Freddie's nose, it would be good to practice, kind of like what I'm going to do with Marley. And then after you've practiced and Freddie's more clicker savvy, you can actually train him by using a clicker, the same way what we're going to do with this plastic container, to wear his muzzle and enjoy it, rather than, like you guys said, having to shove it on him and he kind of shuts down. So Marley's not done this before. We've done it with other clients, but never with Marley. We just didn't have a chance to demo it with you guys. So what I'm going to do is put it behind my back, and I'm going to charge the clicker, just so Marley knows we're having a training session. And what I'm going to do is introduce it just like we did a hand target. And I'm going to start with him just touching it. Okay, hold on, we've got cats. Okay, this isn't working. Marley, no. Okay, I need to stand up a little bit because I have cats in my treat pouch. Okay. So first I'm just clicking him for touching it, but he's actually putting his nose in it all the way. I think that's a coincidence. Like I said, Marley's very clicker savvy though. He put his paw up. If he continues to do it, I'm not going to click for those ones. Got his paw up again. Thank you, Drew. Okay, we're gonna ignore those paws. So I just want him to put his nose in, good, without his paw. So now I'm just clicking him for putting his nose in for a second. But in a second, I'm going to click him and ask him to put it in there for a tad bit longer. And we'll see how fast it takes him to get that. And I didn't even think, I mean, the basket muzzle has holes in it. This doesn't, so it might, I don't know, be awkward for him to put his nose into it. We'll see for a longer period of time. So he's putting it in and putting it out, but I'm upping the criteria and I want it to stay in there for a little bit longer. So he's probably gonna have a couple moments of pawing at me and laying down and sitting up and confusion, because he's like, dude, I'm putting my nose where you want me to, but now I want his nose in there with a short pause before I'll click. Because ideally, what we're training to is you tell Freddie, put your muzzle on, and he puts his nose into it long enough for you to hook the straps. That was close. That was close. So I'm clicking now for the ones that are a little bit slower and a little farther in. I don't know if you guys can see that because it was kind of at a weird angle. Oh, that was perfect. I had a delay click. And this is his very first time, so I might have upped the criteria a little bit too quickly to expect him to put it in there for a longer period of time. So when he does this whole like shut down thing and stop trying, I'm really careful to click again when he tries for putting his nose in it to say, yes, you're on the right direction. We're still training the same thing. The goal is nose in basket. And it's really important when they do this kind of like shut down confusion thing that you let them figure it out on their own, because this is when they're thinking like, okay, what do I need to do to get that click again? So he's confused because he was getting clicked for short times, and now I've upped the criteria, and he's kind of confused. Oh man, kitty, come on, get down. Come on, kitty, 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 kitty. Come on, come over here. Come on, get down. Good job. Good job. So I'm going to do it just one more time and leave on a good note so the video is not too loud or too long. And actually we've been going for about 8 minutes and it's kind of a long training session. Good job. Okay, all done. Good job. Here you go, Freddie. You can have a treat too.